And this is one of the things that the freshmen really have to get used to. In college in particular, people travel to the meets, and they have huge audiences up there that are looking at them, cheering loud. So it's distracting here. You've got 4 different teams going at the same time. They're all yelling for their own squad.
The score over on the beam for Samantha Lutz was a 9.65. And here are the scores so far for Georgia. The Gym Dogs on the floor, 9.65s, 2 of those, a 9.75, a 9.85 for Michelle Emmons, the senior. We're waiting on the score for Katie Heenan, the head coach for the University of Georgia. The legendary Suzanne Yoklin has a mic on. We'll be hearing from her throughout the competition. This is Kelsey Ericksen, 5'5" sophomore out of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Just saw the score posted for Katie Heenan, 9.9. Oh, no. And that looked like it stung a little. Those short landings. Really hurt the ankles. Just a short first landing, but that will definitely cost. I think it hurt the ankle a little bit.
Just being careful. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It was a nice routine. Nice and clean. Your dance looked good. Presentation was good. You overblocked it a little bit for the speed that you had. I don't know if you were trying to control it or not, but it's just getting back into the rhythm of landing on the hard floor. We talked about that. You don't like that the first couple meets, so that's fine.
Please proceed to your next event.
All right, well, that is the end of the floor rotation for Georgia. When we come back, Alabama will take to the uneven bars. Don't go away. And welcome back to Florida. Bart Connor and Kathy Johnson-Clark. It's the Super 6 Challenge. The standings after the first rotation. Georgia, 48-8. They're in the lead. Florida had a terrific start on a potentially scary event, the balance beam, with a 48-7-5. They're in second. Arizona and Penn State round out the top 4. Here we are in the second rotation. Georgia moves to vault, Alabama the bars. Penn State takes to the beam, and Iowa to the floor. Arizona and Florida are on buys. Remember, there are 6 teams competing. We are now getting ready for the uneven bars.
And both Georgia and Alabama are on typically strong events for them in this rotation, so we might see bigger scores here. Alabama opened with a 9.75 with their leadoff performer.
That was Shannon Hrozek. For Georgia over on the vault, which is going on simultaneously, Audrey Bowers had a 9.625. You're looking at Alexis Brion. She's the 5-time All-American. She's a senior out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. First team All-American on the floor exercise. She took 5th place in the 2004 NCAA championships on the floor, and she has been a talent, Kathy, since we first met her when she was about 12 years old.
Absolutely. Could you believe that? Double twisting, double back on the floor.
One of the first Americans to ever do it.
Absolutely. It's really fantastic. And she's had a terrific collegiate career so far. Might have jammed her finger a little bit. Of course, this is the kind of thing you see early in the season. Timing's just not quite there. She had her hands right on, but for some reason could not hang on. Let's see. A grip might have gotten in the way. It looks just slipped off. 0.5 of a point off for the fall. To resume the routine. Obviously, this will be the score that they'd like to drop. Yeah, And an interesting dismount. Unexpected. Right off the hands into a back.
Keep in mind that 6 athletes compete for each team. The top 5 scores count, so they can have 1 miss. There's a little bit of a buffer, but they can't have more than 1 miss. Take a look at this. Shannon Rozek at a 9.75. Caitlin White, the freshman, only a 9.25. So that fall by Alexis Brion could really hurt them because they're going to have to count at least 1 low score in this rotation on the uneven bars. Typically a very good event for them. All right, next up on the uneven bars, Dana Filetti. She out of Chesapeake, Virginia, from the powerful Excalibur Gymnastics team. She, by the way, was an alternate on the 2001 World Championship team, so she's had international experience. They could use some of that right now after the 2 mistakes on the uneven bars. Kathy, it's early in the season, so how much can you judge from this?
Well, I know that they are using this as a gauge. They can go then back to their gyms and say, okay, these are the things we need to work on. We know what it feels like to perform when we're a little bit nervous, when we're unsure of things, and then go back and make some corrections. But there's no way to get past this pressure situation. You have 2 falls ahead of you, 2 low scores. You know you've got to count 1 of them. There's no way there's not a little extra pressure.
On that note, the score for Brion was a 9.0, so they will have to count the 9.25.
I will say, though, this is the best part of collegiate gymnastics, is the aspect of team where they pull up for each other. Somebody might have a fall or a miss. You make up for it. You just get right back on track. Nice release, just a little leg separation right as she caught the bar. Her heart probably jumped just a little bit. Alabama's typically very clean on this event, using nice long swing, good form. Little rough on the landing.
All right, we said it's a 4-ring circus. Let's go quickly to the vault. This is Ashley Kupets, the 5'2" sophomore from Maryland. She is powerful.
And she had a terrific year last year as a freshman. Now a little bit more experience, slightly off center on that vault. So that will be a deduction. Of course, you could see the hop. Those kind of deductions are very obvious to you, but watch now where she's traveling in our direction off to this side, and she will land off to the side and then hop. Big hop.
Gymnastics fans might know that name, Kupets. Her younger sister, Courtney, competed for the U.S. in the Olympics in Athens and won 2 medals, in fact, and she'll be joining the team at the University of Georgia next year.
And aren't they excited about that? That'd be great.
They killed Katie's.
More and more Olympians keeping their amateur eligibility and staying on to compete in collegiate gymnastics because it is so thrilling, and there's that great, exciting team concept, not to mention the chance to earn a scholarship. Here are the scores on the vault for Georgia. You can see 9.375, the low score there for Kelsey Ericksen. The score for Ashley Kupets is a 9.75, so that will replace that low score, and they'll have a solid team performance on the vault. Back to the uneven bars. Ashley Miles.
And I'm always amazed when I watch this gymnast. She's so strong. Technique is very good, too.
Score for Dana Filetti was a 9.725.
One of the greatest things that the great Svetlana Porkina did for the sport of gymnastics was tell everybody you're not too tall for this sport. So we're seeing taller gymnasts do amazing things. That got him rallied again.
She's just so much fun to watch.
She almost put the bars up when she taps for this dismount. Very dynamic right here. Taps through the bottom, boom, up into the air. Stretched out body and fought for the landing.
3 national titles, twice on the vault and 1 on the floor exercise. We'll see her perform in those events later on.